What's good, Josh Makai? Welcome back to my channel. Make sure you subscribe. Anthony Davis is one of the best defenders in the NBA, and he's one of the best players overall in the NBA. His combination of just athleticism, great skill at his size, and just overall tenacity and determination on that end, on the defensive end, that is, just makes him one of the best players to watch and one of the best talents in the NBA when it comes to two-way talents. You know, he gets hurt a lot. He's just banged up a lot. But when he's healthy, he's one of the top 10 players in the NBA, I feel. And I feel like this season, the Lakers are going to need him to be healthy. And if he can be healthy for the entire season or just a really large chunk and stretch, and especially the postseason, the Lakers can do something very special. Anthony Davis is just a really rare talent. He can guard all 5 positions. Really great rim protector, really great helping. He can, get to shots on his own. He's great off the ball, great, vertical spacing, got a little mid-range shot. Anthony Davis is a really great talent, and I'm going to show you why.
AD is going to go and set the screen for Russell Westbrook. After the switch, you see the vertical spacing that AD has. Russ just throws it up, and he's able to go up and finish. So we just see how he's able to utilize off the ball. And then here on this play, we see he's just going to go right at Sims and just hit a little spinning mid-range shot. Great stuff right there from AD. One-on-one with Nikola Jokic right here. He's just going to attack him. He had no chance in the pick and roll, and he's just able to go up and rise up for the flush. And then we see AD just kind of chilling right here, fakes the handoff, bumps one out of the way, and then goes over for a little hook shot. So we just see the skills that he has. He can do the big man stuff, and he can also, create for himself. As you see right here, he spins into the lane and then gets to the layup. Great stuff right there from Anthony Davis. And then we see here on this play, once again, he's going to be one-on-one in the post. He's going to spin away from the double and then knock down the mid-range shot. He shot 40% from mid-range, I believe, this year. So we just see how, versatile his game is as a big man and just how mobile he is. Here, he just stops and pops on the pick and pop right there, gets the mid-range to go after the pick and roll. So we just see how he can be used in a bevy of ways. And then once again, one-on-one with the Domantas Sabonis, and then he's just going to knock down the mid-range shot. He saw the help coming, so he just pulled up. Great counter right there that Anthony Davis has. Great stuff right there. And then here on this play, we see not really much of a screen right there, but he just rolls right to the basket. Nikola Jokic once again out of position, and then he's able to just find his way to the rim and finish. And then here on this play, we see he gets the putback. Anthony Davis averaged 12.5 rebounds this year. A lot of this was offensive and just putbacks. He's so athletic and so mobile that he's always, crashing the glass. Just a really great rebounder. And then here on this play, we see him going to set the screen for Austin Reeves, roll right to the rim, and we see how, once again, vertical spacing. He's a really serious lob threat. Just throw it anywhere around the rim. He's so athletic. He can go up and catch it anywhere. Great stuff. Once again, we see him just sitting right in the dunker spot. They throw it right up to him, and he's able to finish the lob. Great stuff right there from Anthony Davis. And then here on this play, we see him just cut right through the lane. He just has a really good sense and knack of when to, crash to the rim and just go to the paint to be able to get some of those easy free layups like this right here. Just great timing on the roll right there. Make sure it was free. He just rolls it to the rim and then gets the lob. Great stuff right there from AD. And then here, he's just got a great, way to get Jeremy Grant out of position. Great stuff right there. One-on-one with Tillman right here. Fakes one way and just goes right past him. So we see the speed that he has and that he can utilize that against some of the bigger guys, and how he can use his size to overpower some of the smaller guys. Here against Nikola Jokic, even after getting bumped, he still has the skill and the soft touch to be able to knock down the mid-range shot. And then here on this play, we see him just dribbling to where he wants to get, and then hits a little push shot out of the post. Great stuff right there from AD. And then here, one-on-one with Brook Lopez. He's just going to go right at him and do a little hesitation mid-range pull-up. So we just see how he can, kind of use his ball handling skills and just his shooting prowess to be able to impact the game scoring-wise in many different ways. Here he gets the rebound, and then gets a tough finish over Jusuf Nurkic. Great stuff. And then here he is going to go at Drew Eubanks, and he's just going to hit him with a little hesitation. Great spin move right here as he just leaves Drew Eubanks in the blender. So we just see some of the great skill that Anthony Davis has and just how dangerous he is when he's fully healthy. Here on this play, one-on-one with Saddiq Bey, Jalen Duren is helping, so he goes the other way. You see him bullying a smaller player, so he just has many ways to just attack people, and he's a really tough cover for anybody any night. And then here on this play, once again, perfect position for the rebounding. They have Mike Conley trying to box him out. That's not going to work, so he goes right at him. Here, one-on-one with Cat, just gets right to his spot, the dotted circle, and just knocks down a little push shot. And then here against Draymond Green, premier defender, runs right past him, and even though he's still on his hip, he's still tall and big enough to get the little push out to go. And then here we see him creating from out of the perimeter. He just goes right into the post. and then knocks down the mid-range fall away in Isaiah Hartenstein's face. Great stuff right there from Anthony Davis. And then here we see him get the post entry pass on Braun, and he's just gonna go right at Luke Cornett. And just look at his skill on these turnarounds and just how fluid they look. And we just want to see this from Anthony Davis. We want to see him be healthy, because when he's healthy, he can do a lot of great stuff like this that we're seeing right now. Once again, getting there for an offensive rebound. Great putback dunk right there from Anthony Davis. You love to see that stuff right there. And then here on this play, we're going to see him being in the passing lanes, and then he's just going to be, you see how he can dribble in the open floor. He doesn't need somebody to set him up all the time, and then he's able to get the layup to go. And then here on this play, he takes it the full length of the court, and then he's just going to bump Corey Kispert right out of the way and then get to the layup. Great stuff right there. But Anthony Davis, the best thing about him is his defense, and we're going to see a lot of that right now. Here, slides over for the help to make Russell Westbrook, force a turnover. Great stuff right there. And then here, he's one-on-one with Giannis Antetokounmpo. He just takes the bump and then blocks the layup right after. Great stuff right there. And then here on this play, he has the IQ to know that you don't have to be all up on Draymond Green, so that leaves him in position to help at the rim. Great stuff to get the block on Clay. And then here on this play, we see him once again one-on-one with a guy, and you see just how strong he is. He didn't go for the fake, stay patient, and then that led him to get the block afterwards. And then here on this play, we see him sagging off of Sengun, who's not some great shooter. So Jalen Green drives down, and he slides down at the perfect time and then forces the block. Great stuff right there from Anthony Davis. Effortless stuff right there. One of the best defenders in the league, if not the best. And then here we see him once again helping over after Wiggins get past Reeves, and then he gets the block. Great stuff. And then here, one-on-one with Zion Williamson, and just look at the strength that he has to be able to, make Zion miss that. He didn't get bumped out of the way. Great stuff right there. And then here on this play, once again, perfect position to help, and then he gets the block, gets the rebound. Great stuff right there. And then here, Austin Reeves falls on the floor, and we see just the great hands and how he uses his length and then bumps him out of the way. So a lot of Anthony Davis defense transitions into offense as he gets into transition. And then here, once again, perfect position in the pick and roll to kind of step up because Anthony Simons can shoot. Great stuff. And then here, you see how he makes OG Anunoby kind of think about his decision, and then he stops, because Rui was behind him, and then he's able to slide back and slide to get in front of Jakob, and then forced to miss that by Jakob. Great stuff right there. And just see the, mobility and versatility that he has on defense. That's just really the, some of the great stuff that Anthony Davis can do. And then here on this play, once again, helping out a teammate who gets beat. And then here, one-on-one with Yusuf Nurkic in the post, just pokes it right out. And then we see how his defense can transition to offense as that opens things up with LeBron to going at the layup in transition. Here, we see him on the perimeter, doesn't go for any of the fakes and just stays right with him. And then he's able to force the miss, the tough midi. Here, runs Kelly Olynyk off of the line, and then just slides his feet, stays right with him, and then gets the block. Great stuff right there from Anthony Davis. And then here on this play, we see John Morant. He stays high so he doesn't have a runway to the rim, and then he's able to bottle the mid-range shot. Great stuff right there. And then here, Kristaps Porzingis gets the ball, and he just stays with him every step of the way. And then great contest to force him to miss that layup terribly. And then here he has to step up to contain CJ McCollum, and then he's able to slide back and get in front of Jonas Valanciunas, and then force the miss like that. Great stuff right there. And we just love to see that Anthony Davis is just going to be slide back and going to get the block on Jamal Murray. Great stuff right there. And then we just see how Anthony Davis just is able to just use his strength and just be able to get the block on DeAndre Ayton right there. So we like to see Anthony Davis, do all kinds of things like that. So yeah, Anthony Davis, one of the best players in the NBA when fully healthy, one of the best defenders, can guard 1 through 5, averaged 25 and 12 this season. Really great, on the ball. I wouldn't say great on the ball, really great off the ball, just a really great, helpful player. Fits with a lot of people, does so much on defense. So we just hope that he's healthy. And I think with the new team the Lakers have built this season, they should definitely be in the conversation about, who can win the finals, who can have another deep run. Because if this past run is anything like what's going to come this season, Anthony Davis is going to be all NBA, but he just needs to stay healthy. So if you stayed in this video, thank you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.